Here's episode 1 of the Sports Daily Show on your favorite sports stream channel. Sportsnet FM.
Good evening, listeners and viewers on Sportsnet FM radio. And as usual, when you hear that soundtrack, you know we are back talking sports. This evening, I'm joined by a colleague who has vast experience in sports. Let me take this honor to introduce to you Denny Himonde, who is the founder and director of Fixtures Sports Academy. He has over 15 years of coaching experience at different levels, starting from the grassroots. He's a C diploma license. He's also ZAFCA a provincial treasurer. He has also coached Mamba Energy Stars for 2 seasons. He's also an accredited FIFA talent identification scout. Mr. Himonde, welcome to Sportsnet FM.
Thank you very much.
I'm so excited to have you here to talk about football, and listeners and viewers on Sportsnet FM would love to hear much about your involvement in sport, in football from the grassroots. You started from your interest actually is grassroots because you have been running a sports academy for the youth for a long time. So this is what I would love our listeners and viewers of FM to hear from you. Basically, before we get started, can you briefly just introduce yourself? Who's Denny Himonde? The Himonde name is very... So briefly, who is Denny Himonde?
Well, thank you very much, moderator, and I want to thank viewers and listeners. It's a privilege to be on this radio station, and Denny Wilfred Himonde is a person hailing from Mwanza district. I'm actually a villager here in Mwanza district, from Sinyendende village.
Okay.
Yes, and I am the elder brother, Danny Himonde. He's actually my young brother, my blood brother. As you have heard from the moderator, my experience in coaching dates back from 2013, somewhere there, when I started an academy way back in Mamba.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And I forgot to say this. Other than just your experience, fars, your attachment to FIFA and CAF, you never walk alone.
Liverpool, the team for my dad. That's what they call it.
Oh yeah.
But I love Liverpool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been?
Loved Liverpool during the times of Ian Rush.
Wow.
Ian Rush, the best number 9 that I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a long time.
Long time.
You've
I think
never.
I was so small that time.
Okay.
Yes.
You've never thought of dumping Liverpool.
I've never thought of
Have you
dumping
ever heard of Chelsea?
I know I've heard of Chelsea, Manchester United, but Liverpool, I'm just a Liverpool fan.
Okay.
Yes.
No, that's great to hear.
Sure.
Okay, that's nice, Mr. What got you so passionate about your involvement in grassroots football development? Where do you draw the inspiration to work with youth, in football, especially at the grassroots? There are very few people, very few coaches that we know, very few personnel that we know who would love to work with the youth. Many of them would love to find something which is already built.
Sure.
But you have aligned your aspirations to working with your grassroots. Where do you draw your inspiration from?
Mr. Moderator, I think to start with, let me just inform you or the viewers to know that my interest in soccer came second. I am a basketball player.
Really?
I've played basketball as earlier, as I think I was in grade 4 or 5 when I started playing basketball.
Okay.
I played college basketball, I played club basketball.
Wow.
But I found at one stage to say basketball was a bit expensive to run in Zambia. That's how I fell to football.
Okay.
And that does not qualify me not to have been interested in football. At least I've played football at school level.
Yes.
Primary, college, I've played football.
Okay.
But just the involvement in youth,
Yes.
I think I've been motivated by maybe the virtue of my employment. I'm a teacher by profession.
Yes.
And a primary school teacher.
Okay.
And by mingling with young ones,
Yes.
I realized to say that these youths needed someone to help them up, realize their potentials, their skills, their talents.
Wow. That's so encouraging to hear. That's really encouraging to hear, Monday. Now, coming to your attachment with a talent identification at that level. I've known you for a long time. I've known how passionate you are with soccer. Like I said, you have a wealth of experience working with the youth at grassroots level, at community level. But then you have gone actually to show leadership at different levels. And this has to do with your involvement with Sports Council of Zambia, Ministry of Sports, at district level through a structure called DISA. How has your experience really helped out with such structures at district level?
At the moment, this DISAC thing is a new component coming in our communities, and the idea of National Sports Council to decentralize, to come down to the district, is a very nice experience. But I would just bluntly say that we need trained and skilled personnel to run the district committees.
Okay.
Yes.
So what value does a structure like DISAC add to local sports associations and teams at district and constituency level? By the way, I've just heard that now, with the full implementation of decentralization policies, there's now a component of sport on the DISAC. So how do you envision that will really help in the running of district and constituency level?
They are a very good idea, and like I've said, that we need to have people on board that have a heart for sports.
Yes.
And we are not looking at soccer alone. We are looking at all sports, all disciplines that are involved.
Yes.
We need to bring people that have interest on board,
yes,
to sit,
yes,
and then plan as a district to see what can be best for our community.
Our community. I totally agree with you. Someone in the past actually shared with me, Mr. Imonde, that there's a difference actually between passion and interest, and that's I'm sure that really goes on to what you're saying in terms of bringing people that are really passionate
yes,
for the game,
yes,
for what they're doing.
Exactly.
If you wake up, if you love your job, if you're passionate with your job, you will still wake up in the same mood, go turn up because that's what you love to do.
Exactly.
Yes. With that being said, let's get back to local sports. Yes. Briefly, let us know how has been your involvement with local football. Are there any teams that you really attach yourself other than you running your sports academy?
Yes, I've been attached to several teams.
Yes.
Especially here in Monze.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been attached to several teams, and I've seen that the teams here in Monze, they really need help
in terms of
professionalism, understanding what football is,
okay,
and what is involved in football.
Okay.
Yeah. Football is not the game that we see on the ground.
Yes.
There's a lot behind.
There's more to
it than
yes.
that.
What area do you think your experience would benefit, teams around in Monze, to change their mindset? This from my understanding, I think player mentality, the mindset itself. What area do you think your experience, can benefit them?
For me right now, there's a study that I'm doing, and what is coming out is that there's no problem with the players. The problem that we have in our district, and I think in the country as a whole, is the way administrators are running these teams.
Okay.
Their involvement, I think, lacks passion.
Okay.
Their involvement lacks passion. There are a lot of hidden interests for one to be involved in a game.
In a game. Okay, which is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
If someone is going to have a hidden motivation behind, at the end of the day, the component of a game that suffers are the players.
Exactly.
Yes, because you don't know exactly what the motivation is about.
Francis, I'll tell you to say that the way we are running sports generally in our country, we are not doing it the right way.
Okay.
Any sport requires adequate human resource to run an institution.
Yes.
You cannot single-handedly run a team.
Alone.
You cannot be the coach, you cannot be the finance man, you cannot be the kit master, you do everything.
Yes.
Nutritionist, you are the same person that we cannot run football. We cannot run football. I think for the owners or proprietors of the teams, they should now start thinking of going further to study or follow the teams like the Liverpool team that I support. I take a lot of interest in following the Liverpool team.
Trend, Liverpool.
I like to find out how many people are involved in the background to run football.
Yes.
I'll tell you, it's not less than 15 coaches. 15 coaches.
Yes.
Annie Slot is just the manager.
Yes.
The people who do the donkey work are so many down there. And I think this is what we need to bring in our town here in Monza.
Yes.
These small teams that we have, they can make an impact as long as we have
the human resource.
Trained human resource. Human resource with passion.
Yes.
Not a human resource that goes there just to siphon the sponsor.
Yes.
The sponsors are running away because they don't see where their money is going.
Okay. But again, talking about the human resource to run these clubs, don't you think again it would be possible to reach that level where you have a trained human resource to run a club with adequate resources? Because for a team to successfully run for an entire season, you not only need a coach, you need a physical trainer, you need a goalkeeper trainer, you need a dietitian, you need a physician, you know what I mean? You even need a psychologist. You need a physio, you know what I mean? But with an exception of resources, how possible is this? Don't you think this also has to do with the provision of resources for these local teams to run smoothly?
That you are very correct. We need the provision of resources, but again, I would still continue saying that the insight also.
Yes.
The insight. The owners of the club must have that insight and understanding on how to run football as a complete package.
Okay.
As a complete package.
As a complete package. As a complete package.
Otherwise, the way we are running football, you cannot go anywhere.
Okay.
We'll continue complaining of the national team performance.
Yes.
Well,
what are we
doing at the grassroots?
You have been attached to FIFA under the talent identification program for a long time now, and I know you have the experience. So, talking about talent, how much talent does a town like Monza have?
My brother, I want to be very honest with you. I am one of the 40 scouts, talent identification scouts.
Yes.
One of the 40. And in the province, we are only 3. How many districts do we have in Monza?
in the
Southern
Southern Province. How
Yes.
many districts do we have?
Can we manage to go deep down in the villages and see this talent? It's not there.
It's not.
So the only way that we can maybe try maybe to identify talent is maybe to get organized maybe at district level. If we can have district competitions,
Yes.
district competitions, zonal competitions, maybe we can have a chance of. Otherwise, we are fighting and losing.
For you to be, for you to execute your programs under the talent academy,
Yes.
you need to
We
travel.
need to travel. Yes.
You need to attend.
That one is a must.
It's a must. Yes.
Yes.
You need to travel. You actually need to travel to the remotest
Part. Yes.
of the province.
Exactly.
You need to watch as many
When
games as
that's
possible. You need to be invited to come and witness.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Moreover, as a scout, at the most, people need not to know and identify you to
Is
say
that
you're
time
a
a
scout.
scout? No.
No. You know what I mean? At some point, a scout, you'd act incognito. Actually.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because if people knew you and identified you as a scout, and
Yes.
there's a game, they would want to impress
To
you.
impress you. Yes.
And scouts don't work like that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yes. So without resources, I don't think you can, you can perform your roles,
No.
and duties.
Sure.
So, like I talked about, don't you think this again has to do with provision of adequate resources
Exactly.
for you to be able to carry out your duties successfully?
Exactly.
Yes.
It really requires a lot of resources. Like you are saying, a scout must not be known or recognized.
No.
A scout must not be known or recognized.
You-
But a scout's presence must be there.
Yes.
And to be there, you need resources,
Yes.
finances, maybe you need food, you need accommodation, you need to travel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Because at the end of the day, what I do understand, just to draw you back, they just ended WAFCON in Morocco. I want to imagine you as a scout. Do you imagine how many scouts were camped in Morocco?
so many. Yes.
So many.
Yes.
And one of the tools that scouts have to do is to make sure that they are compiling profiles for these players.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes.
They are compiling profiles and they are comparing the
The
statistics
statistics, yes.
from the clubs that they played for, who they, even the coaches for these teams also, matter to you as scouts.
Exactly.
Because you need to understand
Sure.
why has this player changed his style of play since he moved from this club?
Yes.
Don't you think it has to do with the manager that he played under? Maybe it's a different coaching experience. All these, so these are some of the tools that a scout has to have before they can do their job. But without resources, like we're talking about,
We are so much behind. Like I've mentioned on the numbers of scouts that we have in the country,
Yes.
we are so much behind. When you look at our friends, for example, Morocco.
yes,
Morocco has so many scouts.
yes,
So many scouts. Because even these local teams that we have here in Monza,
yes,
if Monza United is playing Chingwara,
yes,
there should be someone attached to move to go and watch Chingwara
Yes.
train from day 1 to day 2 as they are preparing for the game,
game.
so that he's able to feed
Assess.
the host, the visiting team to say where you're going, you find
yes,
the type of play from player A, player B.
Yes.
In case those players are there,
Yes.
they can be watched. And
yes. That is actually part of scouting.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Your job as a scout is to compile
compile
data.
data. Yes.
Once that data is brought,
Yeah.
and now other personnel within the club they start to analyze
and use that data
You know,
now.
the last game, that player, this is the number of passes that he made.
Yes.
These are the number of assists he's made. This the
Well,
goals and all.
Yes.
So without resources, again, it's not
Sure.
it's not possible to do that. With that said, Mr. Nimonde,
Yes.
let's look at how we can change the narrative of running local football in our district like Monze. What do you think would be the best approach in the absence of the much needed resource? Yes.
In the absence of the much needed resource, I think those of us that have interest in football.
Yes.
I think we should remove the notion of benefiting first at the expense of
Service delivery.
Service delivery, yes. We should remove that notion.
Yes.
It's work first, results will come later.
Yes.
I think if we can go that way.
And I know, with what you said, putting your work first. I remember when I went for my basketball coaching course, my instructor was, told us that actually coaching is a thankless thing. But what you bring forth is actually your passion. Your passion.
Yes, yes.
Come raining, come sunshine, you will turn up as a coach because you are so passionate.
Yes, yes.
Without your passion, you can never.
Sure.
The group that you are coaching needs to draw inspiration from the coach. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And yes, I know how difficult it is to run a club without adequate equipment, dilapidated facilities, where the players have to fend for themselves in terms of kit and all this. But at the end of the day, I think it's a role of a coach and team owners, to make sure that at least they're able to provide, the basics, just the basics.
There's the basic.
Yes, and so that such programs continue to do what? To run. Yes. Well, with that said, I want to draw you back to your favorite English Premier League, Liverpool.
Never walk alone.
You never walk alone.
Never walk alone.
Let's talk about Liverpool.
Yes.
What is the shape of Liverpool this season?
This season, despite the loss of Diego Jota, I think the team is nicely beefed.
Okay.
Yes, nicely beefed. We lost Diaz, but the boys that are coming in from the junior levels, they are hitting the kids to record on.
Okay.
I think they followed the philosophy. That's why our team has a philosophy of the graduating the young ones.
Academies. Yes.
And the philosophy of the academy teams and the main team is not different. It's just the one.
Yes.
So it's not strange to see a boy fitting
in the main team
because
Yes.
of the same type of
Actually, the coaching philosophy has to start from the
lowest.
so that as they grow up
Yeah.
and graduate,
Yeah.
they are maintaining this
Exactly.
philosophy because they know that from here, actually, as they are being enrolled in the junior academy, the end result will be to play in the main team. Yes. So the inculcating the coaching philosophy or club philosophy has to start from the
Lower level.
lower level. Yes. So how many games has Liverpool played so far?
The league is only one.
One.
Yeah.
Liverpool has played one.
Yes.
Which team did you play?
Bournemouth.
Okay. You won?
We won, but we didn't. We were exposed. Our defense was exposed.
Okay.
Yes.
So based on the first game that you played.
Based on the first games, and then as usual, we lost this right back,
Yes.
Trent. We lost Trent, and the young boy who is coming in is doing the learning. And I think that's where the flaws are.
Okay. Yes.
But the scoring, the good part of it is there's firepower.
Okay.
We're able to score.
Okay. Which is a huge part about which is actually the main thing about soccer. At the end of the day, what the fans want
Our scores.
are the goals.
And to win.
And to win, yes. They don't care how that goal has come in
No.
whatever form and fashion. All they want is that the ball has hit the what? The net. Yes. So, speaking about the departments of your team, which area do you think, having watched that first game that you played against Bournemouth, which department do you see that if it's not worked on properly and the emphasis is not that strict, would really put the team at risk with actually the big teams in the English Premier League?
I think the wing backs.
Okay.
We just need to consolidate on the wing backs.
Okay.
Yeah. And the problem is the transition, because this wing back player that has come in from a buy, so he really has to get into the rhythm of the Liverpool play. Yes, because ours is a pressing type of play. You lose the ball, you press. You lose the ball, you press.
And that's the pressing also has to do with your physical fitness.
And the physical fitness, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And then 2-3 need to have a lot of strength. A lot of strength and energy.
Yes.
You need to have a lot of energy, because there's a lot of movement
press,
up and down.
Press is just like it's just like in basketball. When you're playing a press defense, you need a lot of energy.
Exactly.
And for you to maintain that, your physical fitness has to be
tip-top.
Yes. So with an exception of that, definitely you cannot you cannot. Which game are you looking forward to the most this season? Arsenal the Gunners. Why?
They did us badly last
season.
Arsenal the Gunners.
So you're looking
to be an interesting game.
Okay, you're looking forward to the Gunners. Did you watch that game?
No, I didn't watch their game.
Okay.
But I hear it was a good game.
Yeah. Okay.
But they had to sweat.
Okay. Yes. Why are you so interested to watch the Arsenal Liverpool game? Don't you think? Aren't you interested to watch Man City?
Man City.
Yes.
Man City. I'm not so much afraid of Man City.
Man City are not.
I'm not afraid of Man City.
Why?
They are tired.
Man City are tired.
Man City are tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the teams that I'm very scared of.
Yes.
I'm looking at Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal.
Okay.
These are the three big teams that
I don't know. I never watched that game, but for a few people that I spoke to, everyone is saying Arsenal is a team to watch out this season. Is it because they almost won the championship last year, and they are returning to this season with that firepower that you talked about, and is it because when you put in a lot and you don't reap what you get, you want to go back again, like times, you want to multiply, the energy and your focus and all. Don't you think that Arsenal would come back 10 times they played last season?
Yeah, Arsenal, the past 2 seasons, they were almost there
to
get it.
Yes.
And it is a team that I think for me has the biggest challenge of wanting to lift that cup.
But what do you think is always the problem with Arsenal then? Is it an issue of always ending badly? You start good and end bad.
Maybe complacence. Maybe down the line.
Yes.
Complacence also might be the reason why.
Okay. But it's always surprising where is it because they can't maintain their focus on the target? Complacence could be a reason. Yeah. I don't really understand. I would love to understand why Arsenal.
Only that for me, I wouldn't know how they line up their players, how they prepare which player and
yes, and formation,
which game formation, and
yes,
what also determination.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think for this season, I'm not ruling them out.
Okay.
I think they will still make a big fight. They've always been doing.
Yes.
Yes. So that they prove a point to say that they can also live there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But that is not to say that my team,
Liverpool,
we also don't want to let it lose. We also still want to get, remember,
yes,
we are 2020.
Oh yeah,
with Manu.
Yes,
holding that cup. We are 2020. Man City, they are still far away. So the 2020,
yes,
we want to be.
You want to be
to beat that one.
To beat that target.
If Arsenal gets, then we'll not beat that target. So we want to beat that target.
You want to be the first to beat the
target.
Okay. So, Mr. Imonde, having your passion for sport at grassroots level, I would like to get your insight and comment on the recently held Zanaco tournament where Southern Province actually emerged the winner. What do you think is the best way to continue to build on that success for the province?
That program was a very good and well organized program. I give credit to Zanaco. If we can have many companies that can come on board and then organize such tournaments for the youth,
yes,
I think it would be very good for our country,
yes,
and our game of sport, our football.
Yes.
Initially, I was supposed to go there, but as usual, logistics.
Yes.
I was told by the provincial office to say that they didn't have logistics. I was supposed to join the team in camp, so that help them out, and then even seeing how we can encourage this talent, budding talent that we have in our province.
Yes.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of talent.
Yes.
Even when I'm moving in the streets, I find these kids playing. Let's play football, is played everywhere. You would see talent. You see this boy using their left footers in jail. And we don't have them.
Yes.
We don't have them. Natural left,
natural.
We don't have them.
Yes.
But they are there in the community.
Yes. In the streets.
You would be able to see.
Yes.
But how do you harness it?
And speaking of the Zanaco tournament, and it brings me to the question why it's very important for scouts like yourselves to never fail to attend sites, because it gives you, the Zanaco tournament actually provided an opportunity for scouts, to equally enhance their scouting experience, So I feel probably in the future, the province or FAS, be it FAS or CAF or FIFA, I think they should come up with a deliberate program to round up their scouts and attend such events.
Sure. Very nice. Yes. You are very correct on that one.
Yes.
I was in Osaka when the tournament was happening.
Okay.
And, I had an invitation, but unfortunately, the time they were playing, I had a family commitment.
Okay.
But otherwise, I had an invitation by father.
Okay. But that was actually a good platform.
It was a good
for you as scouts to compare notes. Yes. Okay. As we wind up, Mr. Imonde, three things. Firstly, I would like to get your final remarks on how a district like Monze can harness the talent, and how they can also harness the we talked about personnel. Yes. What do you think would be the best approach for a district like Monze to work with the local talent?
Okay. Yeah. Coming on that one, I think first and foremost, I want to indicate to say to spell out what I've found on the ground.
Yes.
From the time I came to Monze, from Mamba, what I've found on the ground is there are boys that want to play football, but they lack people to manage them.
Okay.
That is the biggest problem.
Player management.
Player management is not there. Player management is not there. The culture of pleading for players, it should end.
It's long gone.
It's long gone. It will not help us anymore.
Okay.
Favoritism by officials.
Yes.
That one has killed football nowadays. Because there are a lot of youths that would want to come and play football, but because the leaders in these teams have favors for certain individuals, those people are just falling. So I think there should be a deliberate policy of the leaders in the province to come down and sit and then create policies or programs that are uniform to all teams. Because this issue of this player comes to train this team, the next day is in this team, the next day is in this team, we are not helping the boys.
No, it doesn't help.
We are not helping the boys. We are not helping the boys. I'll tell you today was my fourth day at Fairview.
Okay.
Fourth training day.
Yes.
The first day, I had 13 boys reporting. The first day I was in unveiled and 13 boys. Second day at 12. Wednesday 13, Thursday 12. On Friday at 15. Today I had 9.
Why is the trend like that?
Why is the trend like that? The boys now are coming, they are saying there is no seriousness on the part of the people that are leading them and some of the players.
Okay.
Yes, there is no seriousness. And some now are saying that, I think you are coming here, we are seeing that you are a bit serious. And I've told them, I'm not just serious.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm not just serious, and I'm not a good person because I work with time and programs. So if you come late, you don't train. Following day, make sure you are in if you want to be part of it. Because football, I can train one person. It is okay for me.
I mean, at the end of the day,
It is okay.
don't you think that is also has to do with inculcating the discipline part?
The discipline part.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
The discipline part of it.
Yes.
The discipline part of it. Yes, there are cries of saying the players have to fend for themselves, look for work, maybe others are married and what. But even that, where you have a passion
You sure?
as a player, you show up,
Yeah.
you focus. It doesn't mean that us as coaches, we don't have busy or things that hold us. We have, but then because we know that we have an obligation,
Yes.
we have to fulfill that obligation.
Yes.
And the rest remains like that.
Okay. So, just to wind up, what are your future coaching aspirations, especially now that you are actually bringing your grassroots coaching experience to a Division 3 team? Where would you love to take this team?
At the moment, I would love to take this team to a next level, actually to the highest level.
Okay.
Because the highest level is training.
Yes.
So I would love to have a team like this team I'm having in the team.
Yes.
If we can work as a team, the sponsor,
Yes.
the technical bench, the players, we work as a team, as a unit,
Yes.
then my target is to see it at the Premier League. That is my target. And again, I'm one person personally who wants to do a program for the young ones,
Okay.
the children.
Okay.
I want to start a deliberate program under my umbrella of Witty-Windsor Sports Academy.
Okay.
So that I want to start a program more like a school. An academy is a school.
It's a school, yes.
Yes, more like a school. I have land. I have already land. I have secured the land. If I can only have the resource, the human resource, the children with blessings of their parents, if I can hold them, maybe from 12 years, I get them. If I can have them up to 17 years, I think if they don't break,
Yes.
then they can be a scare.
Okay.
in the nation.
Those are good plans. Those are
So
good.
those are my plans.
Those are
With
good
the
plans.
resources,
Yes.
I think that will go.
Okay. So your final remarks on I know sports, needs resources. What are your remarks? What would be your appeal to would-be sponsors, not only to your team like Fairview Football Club that I just that was recently promoted to Division 3. What would be your appeal to the business community in Monze in terms of supporting and plowing back, like corporate social responsibility? Can you look in the camera and just appeal to the business community?
Yeah, my appeal would be if the business community can come on board, those businesses that are there, they rely on the people within the community to come and buy from them, to bring money to their businesses.
Yes.
Where can they plow back that money? By even just maybe buying a ball, buying a jersey, and just getting water for the teams to
yes.
drink,
Yes.
a soft drink, a biscuit.
Yes.
I think just that.
Yes.
And then there's also an issue of the teams owning or getting the labels or the company name or the business names of those, so that they can carry them as flag carriers.
Yes.
As they play their game. I
Okay.
think let the teams, and there might be an issue of transparency. That one can be sorted out by bringing the stakeholders, the team leaders, and what, so that the vision is materialized.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, our listeners and viewers, we are privileged this evening to be joined by Mr. Denny Himonde, a seasoned, a long-time grassroots development coach who has worked with the youth for a long time. He has over 15 years of coaching experience, and this season he's been attached to Fairview Football Club in Monze, which was recently promoted to Division 3. Like we said, we would love to see sport and football in Monze develop and be taken to greater heights. Would love sport, football to return to past glory, like the most recent glory that we witnessed in Monze, where we had a team participate in the Premier League, and that was really exciting. That actually brought an identity for the locals in Monze. Until next time, the favorite sports channel, Sportsnet FM. See you next time. Thank you, Mr. Himonde.
Thank you, Mr.